What if everything we know about life is completely backward? What if life isn't something that simply emerged from chemical reactions, but instead, consciousness itself is the true architect of reality? In this mind-expanding journey, we'll explore the possibility that consciousness is not just a byproduct of the brain, but the very force that creates life itself. Get ready to challenge your beliefs, because today, we're diving into one of the deepest mysteries of existence. Let's get started. For centuries, scientists and philosophers have debated the origins of consciousness. Is it something that emerges from the brain's neurons, or is it a fundamental force of the universe? The hard problem of consciousness, as coined by philosopher David Chalmers, asks, how does the brain generate subjective experience? Traditional science suggests that consciousness arises from the physical brain. But despite advancements in neuroscience, no one has been able to explain how electrical signals in the brain translate into thoughts, emotions, and self-awareness. Some experts even argue that consciousness cannot be reduced to mere biological processes. Quantum physics adds another twist. Some researchers propose that consciousness plays a direct role in shaping reality, as seen in the famous double-slit experiment. This suggests that observation, our awareness, actually influences the behavior of particles at a fundamental level. Could it be that life itself is an expression of consciousness, rather than the other way around? Many ancient traditions and modern thinkers propose that consciousness isn't just a product of the mind but is instead the foundation of reality itself. In Hinduism and Buddhism, the concept of Brahman and universal consciousness suggests that everything in existence is interconnected and originates from one ultimate awareness. Even in modern science, some theories, like panpsychism, argue that consciousness is a fundamental property of the universe, just like space, time, and gravity. If that's true, then instead of life giving rise to consciousness, consciousness could be the creative force behind all life. Could this explain why life seems to know how to evolve and adapt intelligently? Could DNA, the blueprint of life, be more than just biochemical information, but actually a form of consciousness expressing itself? If consciousness is fundamental, then perhaps life itself is simply one of its many expressions. Have you ever felt like reality isn't quite what it seems? Some scientists and philosophers believe that our universe could be a type of simulation, and if that's the case, what's running it? The simulation hypothesis, popularized by figures like Elon Musk and philosopher Nick Bostrom, suggests that consciousness might exist beyond what we perceive as reality. If we're living in a simulated universe, then it's possible that consciousness exists outside of it, influencing and shaping the world we experience. Think about dreams. Inside them, we experience entire realities created by our consciousness. If our minds can generate immersive dream worlds, is it so far-fetched to think that consciousness itself is responsible for the grand simulation we call life? If consciousness is the primary force behind reality, then understanding it might be the key to unlocking the secrets of existence itself. What happens when we die? Do we cease to exist, or does consciousness continue? Many people who have had near-death experiences, NDEs, report profound, hyperreal encounters beyond their physical bodies. These experiences challenge the idea that consciousness is simply a byproduct of brain activity. Doctors and scientists have documented cases where patients with no brain activity report detailed, verifiable experiences. If consciousness can exist independently of the brain, then life as we know it might be just one layer of a much greater reality. This aligns with many spiritual beliefs that suggest consciousness is eternal and that life is merely a temporary expression of a greater, infinite awareness. Could it be that our consciousness existed before birth and will continue beyond death? If so, then perhaps consciousness isn't just a part of life, it is life itself. If consciousness is fundamental, then life may not be a random accident but an intentional expression of awareness. Could this explain why life forms emerge, evolve, and even seem to have purpose? Some scientists suggest that consciousness may play a role in guiding evolution. Rather than being a purely mechanical process, evolution might be driven by an underlying intelligence, an awareness embedded in all living things. If this is true, then everything, plants, animals, humans, even the universe itself, could be conscious in some form. Consciousness wouldn't just be something we have, it would be something we are. What does this mean for us? If consciousness is the true creator of life, then understanding it could be the key to unlocking deeper truths about who we are and why we exist. Perception is how we interpret the world, but what if reality is shaped by our consciousness rather than the other way around? Our brains don't passively receive information, they construct our experience of the world. Consider optical illusions. Our mind creates images that don't objectively exist. Neuroscientists suggest that what we see, hear, and feel is a mental projection rather than an absolute reality. If perception is shaped by our consciousness, could this mean reality itself is a construct of the mind? The philosopher Immanuel Kant proposed that our understanding of reality is filtered through human perception. If that's true, then reality as we know it might not be an objective truth, but a subjective experience generated by consciousness. Quantum physics suggests that observation influences the state of reality. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles behave differently when observed. This bizarre phenomenon raises a question: is consciousness actively shaping the physical world? Some physicists, like John Wheeler, propose that the universe needs conscious observers to exist. If reality is influenced by awareness, then consciousness may not just be a product of life, it could be the very foundation of existence. Could this mean that our thoughts, intentions, and awareness have a deeper impact on reality than we ever imagined? Many ancient traditions speak of an invisible field of information known as the Akashic Records. This is said to be a cosmic database where all knowledge, thoughts, and events are stored. Modern science has its own version, the zero-point field, an energy field believed to contain information that influences all matter. Could this field be a manifestation of consciousness? If everything that has ever happened is stored within a universal consciousness, then perhaps our minds don't generate knowledge, they access it, like tuning into a frequency. Consciousness is often considered a human trait, but what about other life forms? Scientists have discovered that plants can communicate, respond to stimuli, and even make decisions. Some trees share resources through underground fungal networks, acting almost like neural pathways in a brain. Similarly, animals exhibit signs of awareness, emotions, and problem-solving. If consciousness isn't exclusive to humans, then where does it begin? Is it an inherent force within all life? If life itself is an expression of consciousness, then perhaps everything, from the smallest bacteria to the vast universe, is aware in some way. Some scientists suggest that reality might be like a giant hologram, where everything is interconnected at a deeper level. This theory aligns with the idea that consciousness is the fabric of existence. Physicist David Bohm described the universe as an implicit order, where everything is a projection of a deeper, unseen reality. If our world is a holographic illusion, could it be that consciousness is the projector? This could mean that what we call life is simply a reflection of something much greater, a higher consciousness expressing itself through us. History has shown that humanity often experiences sudden leaps in knowledge and innovation. Some researchers believe this is because of a shared, collective consciousness. Carl Jung introduced the concept of the collective unconscious, suggesting that humanity shares a deep, instinctual awareness. If true, this could explain how societies across the world develop similar ideas without direct contact. Could it be that consciousness is evolving collectively, using us as vessels to expand its understanding of reality? Many people who have had near-death experiences report floating above their bodies, seeing loved ones, or entering other dimensions. Some scientists suggest that these experiences are just brain activity, but others believe they hint at something greater, a consciousness that exists beyond the physical body. If people can still think, feel, and perceive without a functioning brain, then what does this say about the true nature of consciousness? Lucid dreaming occurs when a person becomes aware they are dreaming and can control the dream environment. But if we can be conscious in a dream world, how do we know our waking life isn't also a form of dream? Could lucid dreaming be a glimpse into how consciousness shapes reality? Some believe that by mastering lucid dreaming, we can unlock deeper levels of awareness and even access higher states of consciousness. With AI advancing rapidly, a big question arises: can machines ever become conscious? While AI can mimic human thinking, it lacks subjective experience, at least for now. But if consciousness is a fundamental force, could AI eventually tap into it? If machines one day develop self-awareness, what would that mean for our understanding of life and existence? For thousands of years, meditation has been used to explore the nature of consciousness. Many spiritual traditions claim that deep meditation allows individuals to transcend physical reality and connect with a higher awareness. Modern neuroscience shows that meditation changes brain activity, enhancing focus, reducing stress, and even increasing creativity. Could it also be a tool for accessing deeper levels of consciousness? Einstein's theory of relativity suggests that time is not absolute, it's a flexible dimension. Many spiritual traditions claim that time is an illusion created by the mind. If consciousness exists outside time, then perhaps past, present, and future are just different perspectives of the same reality. If we can alter our perception of time, could it mean that reality itself is shaped by consciousness? Experiments in intention-based research suggest that thoughts can influence physical reality. Studies on water crystals show that human emotions can change the structure of water molecules. If our thoughts have the power to shape matter, then consciousness might be a creative force with limitless potential. Have you ever experienced a strange coincidence that felt too meaningful to be random? Carl Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity. Some believe that synchronicities are signs from a greater consciousness, guiding us in life. Could these be messages from a universal intelligence? If parallel universes exist, could our consciousness shift between them? Some believe that every decision we make creates a new reality. If consciousness can interact with multiple realities, then what does that say about the nature of existence? If consciousness is the creator of life, then why does it exist? What is its purpose? Some believe that consciousness seeks to experience itself through different perspectives. Others suggest it is on a journey of self-discovery. Perhaps the ultimate truth of consciousness is something we have yet to uncover, but one thing is clear: our understanding of reality is far from complete. We often experience moments of gut feelings or sudden insights that seem to come from nowhere. But what is intuition, really? Some believe intuition is a form of direct knowing that bypasses logical reasoning. It's as if consciousness taps into a greater intelligence beyond time and space. Could intuition be proof that our awareness is connected to something much larger than ourselves, perhaps even the universal consciousness itself? 22. Can consciousness alter DNA? Scientists have discovered that thoughts, emotions, and even meditation can influence gene expression. This means our consciousness has a direct impact on our biology. Studies in epigenetics show that our mental state can turn genes on or off, affecting our health and longevity. If consciousness can shape our physical form, could it also play a role in the evolution of life itself? If true, this suggests that consciousness is not just a byproduct of the body, it's a creative force capable of shaping it. Many people believe in the law of attraction, the idea that our thoughts and emotions shape our reality. But is there any scientific basis for this? Quantum physics suggests that observation influences reality, and experiments on the placebo effect show that belief alone can heal the body. If our minds can shape matter in small ways, could they also create our experiences on a much larger scale? If consciousness has the power to manifest, then understanding how to harness this force could be the key to unlocking limitless potential. When we dream, we enter entire worlds that feel just as real as waking life. Some dreams even contain knowledge or experiences beyond our conscious understanding. Could our dreams be more than just random brain activity? Some theories suggest they are portals to different dimensions of consciousness. If dreaming allows us to access deeper realities, then perhaps our waking life is also just another layer of consciousness. Love is often considered the most powerful force in existence. But could it also be the essence of consciousness itself? Studies show that love and compassion increase brain function, improve health, and even expand awareness. Many spiritual traditions suggest that unconditional love is the highest form of consciousness. Could it be that love is not just an emotion, but a fundamental property of the universe? Many ancient cultures believed that consciousness was the foundation of reality. The Egyptians, Hindus, and Mayans all had concepts of a universal mind. Mystical texts suggest that early civilizations had knowledge about consciousness that modern science is only beginning to understand. Did ancient cultures tap into a deeper awareness that we have lost? If so, what secrets about consciousness did they leave behind? Throughout nature, we see repeating geometric patterns, the Fibonacci sequence, fractals, and the golden ratio. These patterns exist in galaxies, flowers, and even our DNA. Some believe these sacred geometries are evidence of an intelligent design, suggesting that consciousness itself creates structure in the universe. Could the mathematical patterns of reality be proof that life is a manifestation of a greater consciousness? If consciousness is fundamental, could it exist in multiple dimensions at once? Some scientists believe that parallel universes exist and that our awareness may be shifting between them. Déjà vu, strange coincidences, and intuitive flashes may be signs that consciousness is not limited to one timeline. If we could fully understand consciousness, could we learn to navigate between different realities? Most scientists assume consciousness is generated in the brain, but some experiments suggest otherwise. Near-death experiences, remote viewing, and telepathy hint that consciousness might not be confined to the body. If consciousness is non-local, existing beyond space and time, then this could change everything we know about life and reality. Music has a profound effect on emotions and mental states. Some even believe that sound frequencies influence consciousness itself. Ancient cultures used chants, mantras, and vibrations to elevate awareness. Today, scientists study how different frequencies can alter brain waves. Could sound be a gateway to accessing higher levels of consciousness? The placebo effect proves that belief alone can heal the body. People who take sugar pills but believe they are medicine often experience real improvements. This suggests that consciousness plays a significant role in shaping reality. If belief can heal, what else could it create? Could mastering consciousness be the key to unlocking self-healing and limitless potential? Some call the pineal gland the third eye, believing it is the gateway to higher states of consciousness. Ancient cultures revered it, and modern science shows it produces melatonin, regulating sleep and dreams. Some believe it plays a role in spiritual experiences. Could this tiny gland hold the secret to expanding human consciousness? Some researchers suggest that consciousness isn't individual but exists as a field that we all tap into. If true, this would mean we are all connected through a vast web of awareness, and our individual minds are just localized expressions of it. Could this explain telepathy, intuition, and the deep sense of unity that some experience in meditation? Many artists, writers, and musicians describe their best work as something that flows through them. Could creativity be a form of consciousness expressing itself? If so, are we merely vessels for a greater intelligence? If inspiration comes from a higher awareness, then creativity might be a way to tap into the deeper layers of reality. Many belief systems suggest that consciousness plays a role in shaping our experiences through karma. If our thoughts and actions create energetic imprints that shape our future, then consciousness could be a self-organizing system. Could understanding consciousness help us unlock a more fulfilling, purposeful life? Scientific studies show that meditation alters brain waves, shifting them into states linked with deeper awareness. If consciousness can be expanded through practice, then perhaps the limits we experience in everyday life are self-imposed. Could training consciousness through meditation lead to greater control over reality itself? If consciousness is the creator of life, then could our reality be a simulation? The idea that we live in a simulated universe is gaining traction, and if true, it means consciousness is the force behind the simulation itself. Could discovering the nature of consciousness reveal the truth about our existence? Science is beginning to take consciousness seriously, but we are only scratching the surface. With advancements in neuroscience, quantum mechanics, and artificial intelligence, we may be on the verge of discovering what consciousness truly is. What will we find when we finally unlock the deepest mysteries of awareness? One of the biggest mysteries in science and spirituality is whether consciousness continues after physical death. Many people who have had near-death experiences, NDEs, report floating above their bodies, moving through tunnels of light, or encountering deceased loved ones. If consciousness was merely a product of the brain, how could it continue when the brain stops functioning? Could this suggest that our awareness exists independently of the body? Telepathy, the ability to communicate thoughts without speaking, has been reported throughout history. Some believe that all minds are connected through a universal field of consciousness, allowing for information transfer beyond physical means. If consciousness is truly non-local, could telepathy be a natural ability that we have yet to fully develop? Some people report feeling as if they have left their bodies, floating in the air or traveling to different locations. These out-of-body experiences, OBEs, often happen during meditation, dreams, or near-death experiences. Could OBEs be proof that consciousness is not confined to the physical body? If so, what does this mean about the nature of reality?
Welcome to Blessovia Science TV, where we take you on an exhilarating journey through the cosmos and unravel the mysteries of science. We are excited to offer you the opportunity to become a valued member of our ever-growing community of cosmic enthusiasts and knowledge seekers. Exclusive access to cosmic content. As a member of Blessovia Science TV, you will gain exclusive access to a treasure trove of cosmic content, including documentaries, interviews with leading scientists, space missions updates, and awe-inspiring visualizations of the universe, live Q, and sessions with experts. Your membership will grant you the chance to participate in live Q and sessions with renowned scientists, astronomers, and space explorers. Get your burning questions answered by those who push the boundaries of human knowledge. Embark on a journey that spans the cosmos and join us in unraveling the secrets of the universe. Become a Blessovia Science TV member today, and together we will reach for the stars. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to leave your comment.